Good day, sir. This is Group Week 2 reporting in legal basis of occupational safety and health in the Philippines. Occupational safety and health (OSH) is a crucial aspect of workplace management, particularly in industries with inherent risk, such as maritime operations in the Philippines. The legal framework for OSH is established through various laws and regulations designed to protect workers from occupational hazards. This report outlines the key legal basis for OSH in the Philippines, emphasizing the relevance to the maritime industry. Republic Act Number 11058, an act strengthening compliance with occupational safety and health standards, and providing penalties for violations thereof, enchanted in 2018 Republic Act Number 11058, also known as the Occupational Safety and Health Standards Law, aims to enhance the enforcement of OSH standards across all workplaces in the Philippines. It mandates in implementation of safety protocols and impose penalties for violations, thereby ensuring a safe work environment. Key provision: employer's responsibility. Employers are legally obligated to provide a safe work environment, which includes the implementation of OSH programs and ensuring that all safety measures in place. Work education. Work or work Worker education and training. The law requires that workers, especially those in high-risk industries such as maritime, receive proper OSH training and education. Inspection and compliance. Regularly, inspection and audits must be conducted to ensure that workplace comply with OSH standards. Non-compliance can result in penalties, including fines and imprisonment for several violations. Relevance to maritime industry: maritime employees must adhere to these OSH standards to protect seafarers who are exposed to numerous occupational risks. Compliance with Republic Act 11058 helps prevent accidents and ensure the safety of maritime operations.
Department Order Department Order No. 18 Series of 2018 DO 19818 issued by the Department of Labor and Employment serves as the implement rules and regulation of RA 11058. It provides details guidelines on how to implement OSH standards in all workers, including those in the maritime sector. Okay, preventions. Designation of safety officer. Employers are required to appoint safety officers who observes the implement of the OSH programs and ensure compliance with the safety regulations. Right of refuse to unsafe work. Workers have the legal right to refuse work if they believe that their safety or health is at risk without fear of retaliation. Accident reporting and investigation. The order mandates the reporting of workplace accident and illness, as well as the conduct of investigation to prevent recurrence. Relevance to the marine industry. For maritime employers, appointing safety officers and complying with DO 19818 is critical to maintaining the safe working environment on ships. This regulation ensures that safety measures are consistently applied and that seafarers' right to safe working conditions are protected. Maritime Labor Convention 2016 or MLC 2016, the Maritime Labor Convention 2016, also known as a Seafarer Bill of Rights, is an international treaty adopted by the International Labour Organization or ILO to establish minimum working and living standard for seafarers. Prevention related to OSH. Safety officer requirements. Ships must have designated safety officer responsible for implementing OSH measures. Mandatory training. Seafarers are required to receiving training in personal safety and emergency procedures to ensure that they can effectively respond to the hazard on board. Vessel safety. The ship the ship owner is responsible for ensuring that the vessel is safe, properly maintained, and equipped with necessary safety gear. Relevance to the maritime industry. The Philippines, as a signatory to the MLC 2006, is obligated to enforce this prevention to protect the right and safety of Filipino seafarers. Compliance with MLC 2006 is essential for maintaining the safety and well-being of seafarers on essential voyage.
Presidential Decree Number 442, Labor Code of the Philippines. The Labor Code of the Philippines, enacted in 1974, serves as the foundational law governing labor standards in the country. It includes provisions aimed at ensuring occupational safety and health. Key provisions: safe working environment. Employers are mandated to provide a working environment that is safe and healthy, with the appropriate measures in place to prevent accidents and injuries. Welfare facilities. The code includes regulations on the provision of welfare facilities, such as rest periods, health services, and accommodation to support the well-being of workers. Relevance to the maritime industry. The Labor Code's OSH provisions apply to all industries, including maritime. Compliance with these regulations helps ensure that seafarers are provided with safe working conditions and access to necessary welfare facilities. Department of Transportation and Maritime Industry Authority. Department of Transportation o DOTR and Maritime Industry Authority or Marina issued a specific regulations governing the safety and operation of maritime vessels in the Philippines. So the key provisions: ship safety standards. Marina enforces strict safety standards for construction, maintenance, and operation of ships, ensuring they meet international safety requirements. Seafarer certification. Regulations require that seafarers undergo rigorous training and certification to ensure they are qualified to operate safely on board. Relevance to the maritime industry. Adherence to DOTR and marina regulations is crucial for ensuring the safety of maritime operations. These regulations help prevent maritime accidents and protect the lives of seafarers.
Conclusion: the legal framework for occupational safety and health, or OSH, in the Philippines is comprehensive, with specific provisions applicable to the maritime industry. By adhering to these laws and regulations, maritime employers and workers can create a safer working environment on ships during the risk of accidents and promote the overall well-being of seafarers. Compliance with this legal basis is not only a legal obligation, but also a moral responsibility to protect the lives and health of those working in the maritime sector. Thank you.